Hello everyone.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone. This is Christina and welcome to our Scientific Forex Live webinar. I'm happy to see you all here. Before moving on, please tell me if you can hear me. You can type it onto the chat box of the webinar control panel. It's found at the right corner of your screen. So today we will have one webinar that where I will show you some example of trades, and I will wait your question during the webinar. So also for the question, you can type it into the chat box. This session is being recorded and will be posted in the members area for you. Also, please remember our team is standing by if you need any help. If you want to chat personally or need extra help, just let me know. Go to the support section in the members area and call us, send us an email or use Skype or live chat. We are here for you. Okay, so for today, I choose one pair, OCN, and here we have the daily chart. As you can see here on the chart, we have one for some period one uptrend, and now the pair start a little reverse. Actually, this was happened because of the intervention of Bank of Japan on the market, and is something that is expected. Probably you know why Bank of Japan is making those interventions into the market. The Japanese economy is based on exports, and when their currency is very strong, the exporters have a lot of problems. Also, this is one of the problems, and it is one department of the Minister of Finance where they calculate one optimal value for yen related to dollar. This value is about 82.5, and they have to keep it around this value because this will make a good balance between the economy. Also, in Japan, we have the best life expectancy. So after 60, if I'm remembering well, they are going to retire, and the state have to provide them these retirement funds. So if the economy is not working, the exports company don't make profit, they cannot cover that type of expenses from the state. So in a way, they are forced to make intervention in the market on the currency. When Bank of Japan is making intervention, we can see those types of moves like we have on GBP dollar and also on all pairs that have in there where one part of the currency is the yen. So here it was part of the intervention, and now after the intervention we have one reversal that was quite important. Okay, so in we have that uptrend, and we will talk about this retracement that we have in this area. I put Fibonacci on the last move on the daily chart, and we can see that the retracement was near the level in this area 38.2, 41.4, and now is set for coming for testing again 23.6 level, maybe higher if the Bank of Japan will make a new will not make a new intervention. So so actually this is the big picture. Let's see what we have on a smaller time frame. I draw this channel for you on for our chart, and also this is exactly what I have, but I put a smaller time frame because we are going to see the signals on those charts. We know that in this period we have that retracement from daily chart, and probably here, maybe not at the first, but after the second high, we should go into one position. I'm especially taking in consideration the beginners that cannot set the channel and actually cannot anticipate those moves. So first let's make a little exercise on the first wave here, and to see if we put the Fibonacci, where was the level where the pair stopped. So I think that you can see here it was into this area where between 61.8 and 70.4 level. So if we was trading the first wave here, we could take in consideration the signal that appears on 4-hour chart, and just to go into one trade. We actually we never know how big will be the first wave when one pair is changing the trend, but we can just take the signal that it was here from the cross of RSI and from the MACD, and maybe just to put one Fibonacci to have one idea on the last, what is indicating the last wave here. So if we put on this one the Fibonacci level, we can see also that was at 88.6. So when we saw this signal, we just put the target around maybe 61.8 and check if the pairs, and stay with an eye on the chart if the pairs is going to test bigger levels. Actually, the point for the exit is when we have the opposite signal in this way. This is the last point when we should go out from this trade. Yes. In this way, we will have maybe not on the first, maybe on the second candle. Anyway, if we put target for this move at 61.8, we have a better profit than just 61.8. And based on this, we have about 232 as target 232 pips. This is a good trade, but also let's see how much time it took. We have the candles here up to 61, and if we are numbering them, we can anticipate, we can tell exactly how much it lasts, this move. Because on the 4-hour chart, we cannot expect to go in the same day into one trade and to go out. Okay, so we can consider that this can be one trade, and let's see what is how we can refine this trade, or maybe for the second trade we can do this. For the second signal that we receive is one signal from the crossover RSI and oscillator, and also is confirmed by MACD. This one is a buy signal. Let's put that one in red because it was a sell one. And that one in blue, we have a buy signal. So, in this case, the first wave of the reversal was about 88, if I'm remembering well. When we saw that the next wave is formed and start to reverse, we put the Fibonacci on the next wave, and we will look for one target on this move. Because it is the second wave, we will make the target, we will look for the first target around this area, 38.2, 41.4, and the second one, 61.8. So here it will be the first target. And the second target in this area. So we are going into one trade. When we receive the signal, maybe not exactly on the first candle, or we will refine the signal when we are going into 1 hour. But actually, if we are going after the signal is formed, after the cross is clear, or after we have the confirmation from MACD for 4 hour is working too, we can expect for first target about 100 pips, and for the second one about 167. So it will be a good trade. The stop loss those targets 38.2, 41.4. Actually, 38.2 and 61.8 levels of Fibonacci are preset from the platform. The rest of levels are coming from time period or for harmonic patterns. We have to talk also about some fundamental analysis, and after that we will go also through harmonic patterns in some webinar. But actually I want the minimum things that we need to be able to go into position and to start to test the system. So I will this is why I was talking in this period, in those webinars, about the things that we have in technical analysis. And I led for the period when everybody know how to trade by how to take trades when we have one technical analysis, and when we after they can draw the channels and go the signals, we can go to talk also about fundamental things that are implying into the evolution of the currency, because there are also types of risk that financial market is taking in consideration. It's something more than fundamental analysis is making influential to currency, but not for the small time frames. Actually, there are not strong moves in 4-hour time frames and smaller, just for a short period of time. For the small time frames, it's working very well, the technical analysis. For the biggest time frames, is working better the fundamental analysis. And if there was any secret related those Fibonacci level, you will know from that all those levels are coming from harmonic patterns or from series of time that are involved in physical trades. So let's go back to our subject. So we have here the signal for buy on 4-hour chart. Let's go on smaller time frames. So I have the same thing here. I will put also the Fibonacci here. And This is our move, and let's put also our signal. Okay, now we have the same settings for both charts. Okay, and I will go to 1 hour chart to see what signal we can see in the same period of time. So this is our wave, that one. First signal into 1 hour. Is coming earlier into 1 hour chart than we have into 4 hour chart. So here I will make it in green to have just to remember that it is one signal into 1 hour chart. And also we can consider that this is one strong signal because we also have the confirmation from MACD. But what we can see, the pair moves up to the Bollinger Band and reversed. So our first signal is giving us about 90 pips. We have here the signal for sell that is not confirmed by MACD. And also we have another signal for sell, but also is not confirmed by MACD. Those two second signals on 1 hour chart are not so strong because are not confirmed by MACD. We have another signal here for buy that is confirmed by MACD. We can see that the red line is going out from the histogram, and here we have the cross of RSI. Well, why I'm taking 2 time frames? I'm looking to both time frames because the bigger time frame is giving me the idea where the pair is going. If I have the signal here for a buy, on the first hour, on the 1 hour time frame, I will look for the signal for buy. The first one is a strong signal. I can go into this trade, will be a good trade as long as we can take at least 70 pips from it. But we saw that the pair give the signal for sell. Sorry. In the meantime, we have this signal in 4 hours, that blue one, that is one strong signal for buy. So I will start to look for signals for buy on this pair. I will forget actually about the signals that are for sell, like this one and like this one. Because if I want, if the pair is making one small reversal, like here, actually maybe it's not so small because we have about 50 pips, 50, yeah. I will know that if the pair is if I am into one buy, I will know that the pair is targeting one higher level, maybe 38.2 or 61.8. So I will not be so, it will be not something very bad if I have a drawdown in this area, as long as I don't have signal for sell on the bigger time frame. And I will stay in the trade until it is going to one positive thing. I am looking to have profits from Forex. And the small drawdown is happening all the time. So actually this is the idea, to have 2 time frames and to have the signals for entry and exit on the smaller time frame. Okay, if you have any questions, please. Yes, I will try to speak louder. Okay. Navin is couldn't connect to members area. We will take care to send you one link. If anyone have the same problem, please let us know. What pairs I'm trading? I'm trading just a few pairs. I'm actually when you trade too many pairs, you cannot follow fundamental things that are happening. I'm trading euro dollar, I'm trading GBP, pound dollar. I'm trading yen, dollar, especially when they are announcing some intervention or so. I'm trading also Aussie dollar. How long do we stay in a trade if we go into 1 hour chart? If you are making analysis on a 4 hour chart, like here, you can stay into the trade until the pair is testing the targets, or until you have the opposite signal. Into 1 hour, maybe you can split, but So at the green signal, I said that is a good place to go into one trade in this area. Yes. The stop loss will be under the Fibonacci level, but also when you start to be a few pips under Fibonacci level, but when you start to be on profit, you just have to move the stop loss with the points of parabolic SAR. So I will enter this in this trade. So here will be the entry. Here will be the stop loss. And the target 41.4, 38.2. So in this area will be the first target. At important Fibonacci levels, we have swings of the pair. So here, as you can see, we have one signal for sell. It's not confirmed by MACD, so here we can go out from the trade. Here the MACD is not making one confirmation. Is the red line is going out from histogram, but is not it's not sustaining the move. Just go inside the histogram, the bars goes bigger instead to go smaller and go under the water. So we can go out in this area from this trade and wait for the pair to give us a new signal. This is why I'm talking all the time about different targets. At Fibonacci level, all the pairs are making swings, and after that there are continuing the moves into the trend that is given by the bigger time frame. George, can you show stop level? Yes, the stop loss is a little bit under the low that is made by the candles. If you want to be more precise, you can put the stop loss under at the next Fibo level or under it, or under the Bollinger Band. So I think that in this situation it was okay if we put the stop loss a few pips under that low that the pair was made here and under the inferior Bollinger Band. And after that, just to move it with the dots made by parabolic SAR. Do you always wait for MACD confirmation? No, actually I'm looking for the Fibonacci level and for the cross of RSI. Also, I'm looking to the oscillator of moving average. I'm looking for that indicator to make smaller bar in histogram, and I am entering into the trades. I'm taking also trades into 1 hour. I'm taking also trades like this when I don't have the signal for on the bigger time frames. But here I think that you can see very clear it was oversold, and the RSI 5 start to go into up direction. So I also will take those trades on 1 hour. And in this point, so this was the move. That move here is that one we have here into 1 hour. So on this point I put, when the pair is making the low, I'm drawing already the Fibonacci, and I'm looking for the targets that are here. First target is 23.6. The pair made a swing between 23.6 and 13, and after that is going up. So actually I am taking also those small. From time to time also I'm taking the reverse of the of the pairs. What about the big drawdown that comes after the buy signal? Actually, I think that the pairs here, you can see, I'll make it bigger. Here you can see the first wave that I was talking about. It was the 23.6 level. It's not one level that is on the platform, and I think that most traders was expecting that the drawdown, the reverse of the pair to be up to 38.2, to be in this area. Probably it was one release from statistical or something like this, and was that move. If we are going into 4 hour again, you can see that big drawdown is just the shadow of the candle. This means the emotion that was in the market. Actually, the body is the real economic move, and the shadow of candles are the emotions that are in the market. We know that is a very difficult period, and we have a lot of problems, most of them in Europe, because of the Italian bonds, because of the Spanish bonds that have to be covered, and the credit period for the loans period for those countries have to be longer, and they have to provide all those amounts of money. So this is why there are so many emotions in the market. Of course, there are. Wouldn't you be stopped out in this last trade at 85, 85.39 point level? So in this trade, I have the signal after this drawdown. So the signal was exactly on this candle, and it was formed better after this candle, after this shadow that was in the market. So I don't have, it was no reason to be stopped. Maybe the entry so the signal was here. After that, you see, on the next candle, not on this one that have that big shadow. Okay, what is the stop loss for the first buy? For this one, the stop loss was exactly under the candle when the pair start to reverse. So here I have that signal, and I put the stop loss in this area. But remember, we don't have yet the channel, so we can consider the channel. We can consider the Bollinger Band, we can consider the levels from Fibonacci. So if I take out this Fibonacci level from the last wave that we have 23 level from the previous wave. So the stop loss will be a few pips under that 23.6 level. Under this level that is on the from that big wave, from that big move from daily. Eddie, for setting the prices, Eddie is asking me how to set the price in Fibo retracement. You just have to select the Fibo. On Fibo on Fibo levels, on the second, on description, on the ticket, you just have to press 2 spaces and $, and you also will have the prices. Michael, you did say that technical analysis work better on 4-hour time frames or less. Yes, the technical analysis is working better in 4-hour time frame. You have more accuracy on 4-hour time frame for Fibonacci level and also for the channel. After the channel is formed, the accuracy, the pairs will respect those trend lines better than a smaller time frame. Actually, for 5 minutes chart, we don't have too much accuracy, and we have a lot of problem. We have to base more onto the money management. Um, Stuart, precisely where are your entry points? The entry points are when we have the cross of RSI, when we saw that oscillator is making smaller bars, we already have one idea that the trend is changing. Also, after the oscillator of moving average is starting to make smaller and smaller bars, we have that cross of RSI 5 with RSI 14. Those intersection is giving us the points for entry. Bill, do you ever use more than 2 time frames? I'm making the analysis on daily chart to have one idea what is happening with the currency that I'm looking to trade, and after that I'm going to smaller time frames. If on daily I have a downtrend, I will be more confident to go into sell orders. Actually, for signals that I have into 4 hour, I am confident also when I'm trading the reverse of those portion when the pair is making some retracement or so, because there are long periods for those moves into 4 hour chart. We have on 4 hour chart those moves takes a few days. Sometimes it's happening also to take 1 or 2 weeks. So even if I am against the trend, I can be confident to stay more into one trade. But if I'm going to smaller time frames, like 5 minutes or 15 minutes or so, is it's better to keep in mind all the time what is the trend on at least 1 hour. Lloyd, at any time when you look at 4 hours, can you find the signal at 15 minutes? Of course we can. We have a lot of signals on smaller time frames. I will delete this. So let me find the portion with signal. So this was the first signal into 1 hour. On 50 minutes, we have here the signal. We have a little bit early the signal, and but we, as you can see, we have much more signals on smaller time frames that we have on bigger time frames. But let's see how big will be the moves on those time frames. So here we have 99 pips. This one on this buy signal here we have 38. So on 15 minutes we have more signals. I will change again the color to make the difference between the time frames. So here can be one confirmed signal. Here is not so big, so it was about 20 pips, 20, 18, 20 pips. We have here one signal for sell. That one. Here we have about 78 pips. Very quickly we have one signal for buy again. That one was confirmed. It means that normally will be a good signal, and it gives us about 37 pips. Probably you notice my platform is with 5 digits. The third number here is the point, is not the pips. So into 15 minutes chart, we have a lot of signals. We have to stay with eyes in the computer and to have a very good money management, to be in and out all the time into position of market. So maybe for some person will be not so easy. Here is one signal for sell that is not confirmed, but was a good one. So about 82 pips. As I told you, on bigger time frames we have better accuracy for signals, and then we have on smaller time frames. And actually the explanation is very simple. There are a lot of robots or expert advisors that are working. They are just fixed to take from the market a few pips, 10, 20 pips, and so. And we have those types of variation. Also, there are a lot of emotion in smaller time frames. Do we need to confirm the signal again on 5 minutes? Just pick 2 time frames to work on it. If you take the 4-hour chart, you can take the daily and 4-hour chart, and you can stay few days up to 2 or 3 weeks into one trade. But you are looking for trades that are that means about let's say more than 100 pips. Also the stop loss will be consistent, so you have to go with smaller position, but you will be with the smaller risk. You can go also into 1-hour chart with 5 minutes or 15 minutes. So instead to have here 4 hour and 1 hour, you can just have here 1 hour and 15 minutes and go to, as long you establish the trend into 1 hour, to look for signals. Let's say you have the downtrend here. You are looking on the 15 minutes for signal for sell. Everything that will be signal for cell. Just let me to find that. Okay. So this will be the area for 15 minutes. So in this area, you are looking for signal, all the signal for cell. We have here one signal. That is also confirmed by MACD. And how much we stay into one trade? We have 7 candles here, so we have to stay into one trade about 2 hours. If this is okay for you, you can do it in this way. Here we have another signal. We have the cross of RSI. RSI 5 is coming from the upside and crossing RSI 14. It is one signal for sell. So we can go again into one cell. Also, we have confirmation here from MACD because the red line is going under the 0 level. This is a strong signal for from MACD. There are a lot of traders that is taking in consideration. So we have those 2 signals and we can go into one cell again. Of course, we know that we have that signal from, we have that signal here from 1 hour chart. So we just put the Fibonacci into that wave and wait for the third wave to go. Ashik, what purpose does the oscillator of moving average then serve for an entry? Oscillator of moving average is one early signal that the pair is changing the direction. It's something like they is telling you that you have to be prepared to go into one trade. If it is the histogram is like here under the water, and is the bars are starting to go smaller, we can saw that the bars of the histogram of oscillator are going smaller and smaller, and we are prepared to see one cross of RSI. Hashetan, I hope that I'm pronouncing you in a proper manner, your name. I'm sorry if I'm not. Would you enter the trade after RSI cross or MACD confirmation? I'm going into the trade after the cross of RSI. The MACD confirmation is going later. Maybe it's not at the quite at the candle where is coming up the signal. Maybe I will be at the second one, but as you know, I have the analysis on the bigger time frame and I'm taking the signal on smaller time frame. So if it is like here, I have that oversold period, and I saw that RSI is going up, probably in the smaller time frame, I already have the signal. I will put that vertical line, and I will go here into 1 hour chart for the same. Here is the same. Two hours later. Okay, so now if I'm looking here, I already have the signal for buy. Yes, I have the signal here. And also here the red line is going out from MACD, so I will have a small confirmation of 50-minute chart for buy. So I will be into this trade until I have the opposite signal. Here or the second one here. I'll make it bigger to see. So here will be one signal to go out or that one. So if I will be on, I will know that I'm against the trend. I will go out as soon as I saw that signal. So here probably I will catch about 10-15 pips, and in this area when I have the second I have about 14 or 15 pips. This is more for scalping traders. Howard, do you ever use the 1 week to make a trade on the daily chart? No, I'm not using. Actually, we are retail traders. We are looking for profit. So if we want to make profit, we cannot afford to stay into one trade where we have signals based on daily or weekly. This those are very big time frames, and we are not looking for trades that we have where we have to wait for, I don't know, few months or 1 or 2 years to go out. Maybe no, but even if we are going, I was thinking maybe if we are going with very small position into gold or so. I think that daily and weekly chart are not chart for retail traders. Thomas, in real time, the 1 hour chart will have a signal before the signal that comes on 4 hour chart. How can you enter the trade using 1 hour when you don't have a 4 hour signal yet? When Let's go on the last period. Okay, so we are on 4-hour chart, yes? Last signal is here. This one. Okay. Also, I have the confirmation here. Yes, I will keep also the signal on that, on the left side of the screen, because I want you to compare the signals. So here into 1-hour chart, I have several signals. This is one. So it is possible to consider that the pair tried to reach 38.2 level, didn't succeed, and went up. We have in this area actually a long period when the pairs just swing into this channel. So you can consider that the pair don't have the power to go at 38.2 level and will reverse. Of course, when we see that signal on the chart, we will go at the breakup of that superior line on into one buy. Yes, 1-hour chart means a few hours to be into one trade, and from this level up to, I think here first time we have about 50 pips. It will be okay. It will be several hours. And actually, this signal is before that sell signal on 4-hour chart. So you, on smaller time frame, you have more signals, of course. This signal, as you can see here, that was the signal into 1 hour. But here we have one signal for sell. And here RSI is under the water and is going, try to go out. So it's possible to look for a buy trade as long as we don't have the so as long as we have also the buy signal on 4 hour here, we can keep the trade. So into 1 hour, here will be one place where we have the signal for buy. This will be the second. We also have the signal in the second signal for buy into 1 hour here. And have also the confirmation on the MACD. MACD is just helping us to, the MACD is helping us to confirm the signal. If we have one signal from crossover RSI and don't have the same signal from MACD, is not a strong signal. If we have also the signal from MACD and also the signal for RSI, is one strong signal and we can hope to go to the next Fibonacci level, especially if we put Fibonacci into daily basis, or if we have Fibonacci into if we have Fibonacci on daily and we are looking for a signal into 1 hour, will be a good idea here. We consider that the pair could not touch the 38.2. We have also the trend line of the channel that is already formed. So we can consider that the pair will make the swing between the channel lines. But in this point, at the middle of Bollinger, we have that signal for sell was not confirmed by MACD, so we could consider that was just one signal that is weaker, and the pair is testing, will test again that area 38.2 to 41.4. This is what was happened. Was the pair went a little under 41.4 and go into the upside, and now is targeting 23.6 level. So I know that is difficult for most of you to go into different time frames, but when you are making the analysis on bigger time frame, you just have one idea where the pair is going. If we have one downtrend, we are looking on smaller time frame for sell. If the pair is making one uptrend, we are looking for buy. This is actually this is the idea with bigger time frame, and also to have one idea where the pair will have the new target, we have to put Fibonacci. Of course, we can go to number the waves, because the movements of currency, the movements of the pairs are respecting the Elliott wave principle. The market is moving in waves, and there are cycles of the market composed by 5 waves in impulse and 3 waves in the retracement period. So if here we have 1, 2, 3, this will be the 4th wave. We can expect that at 23.6 the pair will go again down to test a lower level, maybe 50 or 61.5. Jeremy, if you look at the daily time frame for direction, would you then enter exit rates on 4-hour chart, on 4-hour time frame? I have a day job, and so the smaller time frames get tricky. Yes, for the person that have a day job, the best idea is to trade, to make the analysis on daily and to go on signals on 4 hours. Nico, there is a lot of bad signals on the 1 hour. How do you filter out the bad one? After I have the signal, let's say on 4 hour, I have the signal. I'm not talking about the signals that are before the signals that I have on 4 hour. I have one signal into 4 hour here. So from starting with that signal on 4 hour here, I will look to the buy signal into 1 hour. I will ignore all the signals that are before. I will look only on the signals that are after this one. So I have here one signal, also confirmed by cross of MACD over the 0 level. And I have the second one here. John, yes, we will send you the link for trading for members area. Thirdly, what is the indicator used above MACD? On the window that is above MACD, I have oscillator of moving average, and in the same window I put the RSI 14 and RSI 5. I just drag and drop in the same window all of them, and if I want to modify the RSI, I'm just changing the period and the color here in the ticket that we are opening for RSI. Michael, if you are looking for M for 50 minutes time frame and 30 minutes time frame, you can have a lot of signals that are okay. But I think that it's better to look into 1 hour chart, into 1 hour time frame and 15 minutes, not 30 minutes. Terry, do you wait until the bar closes before you trade on the open of the next bar? I'm not trading the bars. I'm trading. I am trading those cross of RSI. If you are trading the signals on 4 hours, you can wait to the next candle, also into 1 hour chart. For 5 minutes chart is a different story. Frederick, yes, we have to exercise a lot, but the same things, actually, the history is repeating. And if you saw all those signals that finish in the same way, you have the signal for buy and is finishing, and you have one uptrend, so it's okay. Uh, Paul, what do you use for stop loss? For stop loss, I'm using the levels of Fibonacci. I'm using the candlestick patterns for reverse as reversal. You see here we have a reverse. Not this one. So here we have one pattern for reverse. We have one engulfing, so it's normal. Here we have another one. You can use this for to see the reverse of. And for stop loss, you can use in this case. Yes, you have signal here. And also this is signal for confirmed by MACD. In this situation, you can use the lower Bollinger Band to put the stop loss or a few pips under those candles. So you can use the candlestick patterns, or you can simply use Bollinger Band to put the stop loss. And when you start to be on profit, just move it with PSAR. On this level, when we have this drawdown, probably the stop loss should be in this area here. Colin, I'm he's asking me, how do you create 1 hour and 4 hour chart to be shown next to each other? You can modify the size of the chart. You can make it bigger or smaller. It's okay. And I just open two of them and I put close one to one other. Wayne, Christina, do you always try to draw a channel? Yes, I all the time I'm drawing the channel, and and all the time I have Fibo on my charts. Where did you develop the additional Fibo levels from? And the last question, 82.5 is definitely low by Bank of Japan on Aussie pair. No, it's not from Aussie pair, it's from Aussie dollar. 82.5, not from Aussie dollar. The central banks are looking for their specific currency with majors, and Japanese finance minister is talking about levels between yen and dollar, because most of their exports are in the United States. And where did you develop the additional Fibo levels? From the harmonic patterns and from the time cycle of physical trades. Ronald. So, how do you place the currency value next to the FIBO level? So, we put the FIBO here on the chart. We open the FIBO ticket and we can add new values. Let's say a value between 55. I will just type here on the level 0.55. Here will be 55, and we can just press 2 times space and put percent and dollar here. I will press OK, and we will see here between 61.8 and 50 that 55 level. Okay, so it appears the 55 level. If I'm considering that I have too many levels, I will just select that one that I don't like it, and I will delete it, and it disappears. Andre, I like to reduce indicators where necessary. Okay, you can change the system of signal. You can keep just the part with the trends and with Elliott wave, and to measure with Fibonacci, and to find one other system for signals for entry and exit. The system have two parts. The first part is helping you to see the big picture, to see what is happening with the pair, and to have some idea about the targets where the pair is going. The second part of the system are the signal for entry and exit. You can find some other indicators that is giving you one signal that you are used with, or if you feel more comfortable. I don't know, maybe you can use stochastic or something different. Really, it's okay. On the Quentin, on the 1 hour Aussie yen chart, what was the signal to sell after the price passed 23.6 FIBO? What is the cross of the RSI red turned down? Even so, there was no confirmation from MACD. Just let me go to them. So on this chart we have 23. So here was the signal. For sell at 23.6 level, and also confirmation from MACD. This one. And the signal for exit was when we saw the RSI is going into the up direction and look for the cross of and look to make the cross with RSI 14. So this will be the exit. So in this area we have the entry here. On the chart, and the exit in this area or earlier. So the late was at 13. Jerome, do you put a hard stop order into the broker when you enter the trade? I'm going into the market, and after that I'm fixing the stop loss. When I'm going for smaller time frames, I just go with the market into the direction of the market. On the 5-minute chart, I'm not able to take both sides of. I cannot take the trend and also the reverse. It's too fast for me. So I put just the stop loss into bigger time frame, into 1 hour, and so I put the stop loss after I'm going into the market with the trade. You know probably that you can modify the ticket. Stuart, what candle are you entering on? I am entering immediately after the signal. Into 1 hour you can enter at the next candle. Anyway, from my experience, I saw that I have to wait a little for the signal to be confirmed and the pair to start to move. Colin, how do you set up 2 targets for the same trade? Actually, you when it I don't know. So here I have the signal for sell. Yes, it's coming from. I will delete this. Sorry. I have the signal for sell here. And I have the Fibo. So first target will be 23. If the pair is going more than 23, more than 13, and go to 23, I will wait until 23. Because it is the point where the pair just reverse. Is this point. It's possible that the pair just make a small retracement till 13 and go into the upper direction. So, of course, the first target will be the first Fibo level. If the pair is not starting to swing, but still we have a small swing there, it is here one small swing, that green candle, but the pair went to the 23 level. So the first idea is to go to the first Fibo level. If the pair will go to the next one, I will be more happy because I will have more profit. I will put the stop loss maybe into that area with the SAR, and if the pair will not make big swings, I will look also for the next Fibo level. If the pair is making big swing, probably my position will be closed and I will look for a new sell opportunity. Otherwise, as it was happened in this area, the pairs went to 23 and I received the signal for buy. Michelo, can you explain how to use trailing stop with SAR? Trailing stop is something, SAR is something different. If you are using trailing stop, the platform will change your stop loss in automatic mode. If you are using SAR, you just have to change all the time the ticket, the stop loss in the ticket with the dots from the SAR, but with the dots from the bigger time frame, not on the smaller time frame. Philip, why did you pick first target at 23.6? As I explained before, first target at each Fibonacci level, the pairs are making swings. At 13 level is one not so common level. It's possible not to have all the time, but at 23.6, 38.2, 41, 61, at the other levels, all the time the pairs have swings or have consolidation or things like this. So every level of Fibonacci will be a good target, a new level for the pair. Emil, your thought about euro? Actually, on the euro today we had one triangle, and the triangle was broke the superior line. I was not so sure that the pair will pass that level. I thought that will have no force, but it seems that this pattern will be confirmed. So we are expecting the target. What is the base of this one? Will be probably the target of this. Probably at 61.8 we can see one reverse of the pair. Today all time the trades was swing between those sides of the triangle. Actually, according with political situation in Europe, I thought that the pair will have no power to confirm this pattern. Peter, worried about the stop being picked in the format for protecting the trade from the. I see your stop is quite close, Peter. We have to protect our trades. So we have to use stop loss. So I think that is very important to assume the risk that one stop loss will be taken and to go to put the stop loss. Maybe we can, when we are into one upside direction, maybe it's okay to put the stop loss under a few pips under the FIBO levels. Is something like this. So depending the distance between the FIBO levels, we can anticipate like 1/4 of the distance between those levels. But anyway, we have to put, if we are afraid that the market will take our stop loss, we just have to put under the Bollinger Band, under the FIBO levels, under the last low made by the pair. We can consider all, but we have to put the stop loss because it can be one violent move and our account to be closed. Stanislaus, what is the setting for Bollinger Bands? Is the settings that comes with the platform. Okay, so I think that we finish the time for the webinar. So I will see you in the next webinar with we will talk about some other type of risk that we can find in financial market. And of course, if we have enough time, we will take more example of trades. So thank you all that you was here for me. Thank you all that you was here with me, and I'm waiting you in the next webinar.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected.